What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hopefully very well. Right off the bat, I've just got to say, I'm really tired. And, yes, I did not actually have the chance to get Kingdom Hearts in today. I could have tried, but I would have been up till like 4 AM tonight after 14, and, I'm already going to be on pretty late, as we can all see. It's already 10:04 PM in my area, so... The thing is, I talked about it yesterday, my family is actually on a annual vacation we always take, and because of work this year, and a few other things within my schedule, I'm not, well, I couldn't really stay the whole duration, so today I was spending all of my day down there with them, and really trying to really enjoy some good family time. Definitely did after all, but now... back to the ground and back to the clear. I'm gonna be working on not really the summoner tonight. I am gonna be only using the summoner tonight, but it's really not my main focus. Putting the summoner through some level 70 trials, mainly the level 70 roulette and the expert roulette. May even do trials just for the shits and gigs or something. It's mainly just trying to spend out some mendacity for my white mage, which I would be doing it as the white mage, but really needs a gear upgrade for a lot of the current things out now, just in case I do get thrown into some of that stuff. And I'm going to keep it open pretty much as well, because things will be subject to change along the way. And going to end it with some Byakko. Hopefully we can get some good parties going on. Going to get maybe 3 or 4 runs of that in tonight. And hopefully everything does go well. Last night everything went pretty well, thankfully. And wow, getting there. Literally only 31 more, which I know that's still a shit ton, but 31 more Byakko totems. And I am so stoked, yet so, like, almost edgy on anticipation. So hopefully everything goes well tonight. Hopefully. But just to get it kind of like already rolling out here, I'm going to go ahead and start up one of those duty finders. A thing I wanted to do tonight was actually look for a good group that was trying to grind to 100 on Heaven on High, but honestly, with as tired as I am, I don't know if I'll make it tonight. It's not exactly the time or difficulty, it's literally like Heaven on High. We all know it's like Palace of the Dead. After a while, things kind of start looking the same after a while, and you're just kind of like zombified. You just have to be on your A game to do it. It's not hard, no. But, again, very, very, grindy. And I really just don't want to fall asleep doing something like that. I think I'll just start with a level 70 roulette, then edge over to the expert. Hopefully they're both kind to me tonight. Doesn't look like the wait's going to be too bad, so that's already a good start. Oh yeah, I didn't know you could totally jump up here. Future reference. Doable. Oh yeah. The travel. To just a few places. I do really hope that everything with Byakko tonight is pretty sound. It's at a weird, crucial moment with finding parties for that right now. It's like, everybody pretty much knows the fight, it's very clear, but how many times they've actually ran it varies. So it makes things just a tad bit slow. Can, anyway. I've definitely been in there with some really awesome parties as well, so they're out there. Number 2 on the duty finder. Almost not worth scratching this ticket right now, but I'm gonna do it. Oh! And it's not a good card. A decent 306. Probably shouldn't do the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Ooh. So glad I did it. Yes. Ah. Always so happy to see those. Honestly, if you play this game as much as I do, you've probably seen almost 10,000. Not really. I wish I saw 10,000. Then I probably wouldn't be playing this anymore. Sweet. Every ticket was paid for with a gigantic gain. And I'm okay with it. Definitely. I think I can wait to go to Doma for a moment. Number 1 on the duty finder. I do want to check one thing really quick. To be honest with you, I can't really remember if there was another machinist job down here. I know we did the level 70 last night, but I don't remember if it was the end of the story or if it was just like a temporary off-closing of the story. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm gonna ding probably as soon as I switch over. Then again, maybe not. Oh, yep, that looked like all of it. Maybe at the Scottsdale Manufactory. No, that looks like it was all of it. Okay, it's all good. And there we go. Perfect timing. Wonder where we'll be. Mira, good evening. How was your Monday? Definitely glad that you could make it. I know it's late. Scala. You got the Scholar and Summoner to 43. Nice. Still enjoying it, I hope? Probably so, obviously, if you're still leveling it. So how do you really like the story? I loved the Summoner's story. I just felt like it played out so well with like the actual story going on with the game. Just kind of curious to hear like how you feel about it, like playing it now, like not being part of the core story and just like literally leveling up for fun. Like, does it feel grindy, or is it just really fun? Because, I mean, I had a lot of fun. The Scholar... Oh, sweet. The Scholar story pretty good. That's something I actually want to play out through as well. Actually, all the story of the content. I know I could, like, switch to Scholar and just, like, instantly have another level 70, but like you were doing now, I really want to play through that story. Pretty bad. But you should know me at this point. That's what I'm all about. Good old story. It's not grindy, awesome. I feel you, not so bad. I really would like to play it through the Scholar story sometime. But yeah, I totally agree. I really loved the Summoner story as well. Going through the Arcanist Summoner transition and everything was just excellent. And, you know, as you face all these promos throughout the game, to me that's what was so fun about really jumping in as the Summoner. I know it was a little technical for a beginner class, but I think it was honestly, a really proper class to jump in on, because you really get a core diverse kind of look at the game right off the bat. Like, you have to worry about a set rotation just to get a good core amount of damage down. And, you know, introduction with the Summoner, the story, the promos, and everything, it's perfect, you know, in my opinion, you know, strongly in my opinion. Especially throwing around the word perfect. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but it's very fun. Kelpie. It's actually been a while since I've been in Scala. Way premature on that one. Really? The Warrior story is that good? I'm gonna have to try it sometime or another. I will, eventually. Woo. Let's end this. Holy shit, that got a little crazy at the end. It's fun to play too, wow. Definitely gonna have to check it out sometime. I hate their attack right here. Might as well not waste it. Mail, hello. Yeah, my hair's definitely been growing quite a bit lately. But it has been a while, Mel. Glad you could pop in. Definitely. What do you think my hair level was then? Was it about here? Maybe getting about that region? How are you doing this evening, though? Hopefully awesome, no doubt. This is going well, at least. Although I've got a lot of loot I have not looked at. It's pretty good. Overworked? Oh, I definitely understand that. And I regret to hear that you've been overworked, but hey, glad to hear that you've been doing good. That's great to hear, no doubt. Hopefully it continues to go great for you, and hopefully we're gonna, I don't want to say get a little slow because we all need work, but maybe become a little bit more tolerable for you. All hopes on that one. But I completely understand a work grind. I mean, even I myself have to get in on it all the time. Still, no doubt, definitely glad that you can make it tonight. It's really awesome. And I need to check this loot before I end up with a bunch of stuff I don't want. Actually, I'll greed it all this time around. Could sell a lot of this to Doma. Even though I don't think I'm gonna get anything here. Oop. I don't care enough about that treasure coffer. I really don't even want to do all that stuff for selling to Domo because I'm afraid it'll pop up in a place I don't want it to. But I really want to get that scored up for, well, those sales up for Doma. Something. Something else. Thank you so much, and it has been awesomely great to see you as well, Mel. That's a wild thought, though, when the hair was just at the shoulders. Thinking back, it's come a long way with trying to do the YouTube videos and everything. I've had a lot of fun, definitely. Met a lot of great people along the way as well. Of course, Mel, you and Mira being one of both great people that I've met along the way. Loads of great people. Oh! Got hit with a dart that time. Golden Walls of Ruin. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. That was the actual name. There we go. Why not? Greet it. Totally got it. This party doesn't want anything in here. Oh my goodness. Had to move at the last second. No, no. Damn that cooldown. %. We're getting it. Shit. Riz, what's up? And welcome back, Mira. Glad you could join back tonight. And Riz, how has your evening been? Definitely hope it was an awesome one. Oh! %. Sweet. It's great. Had a pretty good day today. I'm glad to hear it. I did as well. Everybody deserves one here and there. Definitely glad to hear that yours was good though. Definitely. Holy shit, they're all gone. And left with a player comm, which is always cool. Player comms. Well, that job. Anyway, Mill, still have a lot more to go tonight. Like the expert roulette. It would be smart to repair some things. Random spot I know. So Rez, you gonna be popping in tonight? If so, we can do some expert roulette together if you want. But if not, still on that break, definitely don't blame you for taking a nice little break. Oh yeah, Summoner's definitely the main, but I've definitely put in a lot of work. Samurai, which I have not played in a very long time, level 70. White Mage, trying to work on a lot of it, 70. Of course, Summoner 70, Dark Knight, got that up to 70 as well. Still working on its item level a little bit as well. Red Mage kind of plays out with the Summoner, also got it to 70, and now newly added is the Machinist. So yeah, I've definitely been putting in some work. Gotta really, I eventually want to be like at the point where all of this is level 70. It's definitely taken a lot of work though. Been trying to work with the Fisherman a lot as well. It's at level 48, but it's very slow. And I'm trying my best, but it's still very, very slow. It's a long ride. Let's get a theme going. Well, you shouldn't ask me, Mira. You know exactly what I'm gonna say. Number 9 on the Duty Finder. I'm very excited about it. Haven't decided yet. I feel you, Rez. If you do end up getting on tonight, I will be running some Byakko if you want to get in on that. That'll be fun. This is the only way into White Rim now. For me. Number 5 on the Duty Finder. We're getting places. The Red Mage all is stuck on that class quest. Oh, which one? Lambard? I had no trouble with it, actually, with the second time around. My first time around, I know exactly what you're talking about when you have to fight, when you're approaching outside of Mordona with Jesse, as it's as a disguise, but it's not even really Jesse, it's the other chick. The Red Mage chick. Arya. Arya is disguised as Jesse, and I'm very super spoilery right now if you've never played Red Mage. and you have to fight like face Lambard. Is that the spot you're talking about? Hey, Mira, I would love that so much if you were to do that. Definitely. I love Ultros and basically the family that the stream has put together along the way. It's been a really awesome ride. Yeah, I'd be flattered, no doubt. And Dro, what is up? Yeah, real pain. I definitely understand. A couple things actually helped me out with that, Mel. I played around with a lot of other classes and got the feel for a lot of different like play styles that actually were similar to that. And again, you know, my second time around, actually, you could go back on the streams I did in this playlist as the lvl, of course, not in the Stormblood Super Hot, but yeah, everything I did with the lvl. That Red Mage class, honestly, I beat it first try. It may have took me a second time. Just don't want to say that I beat it first try. If you go back and watching it, it did somehow take me a second try. But either way, it was just not as bad as it was my first time around. I'm not sure what exactly it was, but I think a lot of it had to do with the item level, to be honest with you. That may help you out, or I mean, really, that's like the only thing I could say that could have made a difference this time around. My first time with the Red Mage, I was very ill-experienced, which, if you're maining a Red Mage, or did you say it was your alt? Oh, your alt, yeah, okay, it's your alternate character. See, it became a really core experience for me playing through it, so I stuck with it hardcore the second time around as well. And I still actually have not beat that mission, or job, or quest, if you will, as the Aura character, but this time around on this character again, just got it done. I definitely have confidence in you. It's doable. It's aggravating, though, I know. All those AoEs, they're insane. Just got home, logging in now. Feel ya, Dro. I'm number 2 on the Duty Finder, and fuck it, I'll wait on you. Screw it, I don't care. You want to do the level 70? No, it's the expert roulette. I'm sorry, I didn't even ask first, and I already jumped out. But do you actually want to do the expert roulette? It's the only one I really have left for the night before trying to do some Byakko stuff. Yours is like 54. Hey, Mira, honestly, it's still a lot of fun. I really did love that story just because of like all of the random little Game of Thrones references and all the other little things along the way. I definitely loved the Red Mage. I've missed a lot of fish in these last few minutes rambling. But I'm having fun though. You don't have the Oh man, I wish I wouldn't have jumped out. I should have asked first. I really should have. Well, it's all good though still. So, Dro, what do you need to do to unlock it? Like, how many of the expert roulette do you have left in order to unlock it, maybe? Which, I'm very tired and I'm not going to be able to help too much, but tomorrow, on the other hand, I can't stay on as long, unfortunately, but I could, well, nah, you worked that second shift, so it wouldn't work out either. We definitely need to get some unlocked stuff for you, though. What do you need, though? Maybe we can work on 1 or 2 of them tonight. I'm sure it won't take too long to get back in there, though. Yeah, it's already... It says 8 minutes, but it's already taken less than most of these already tonight, so... I don't think it'll take too long at all. Oh, I know what it is. Hell's Lid. You haven't done that, have you? Honestly, Dro, I highly recommend running through Hell's Lid right now. You might love it, and by the end of me doing this, you'll have the actual quest unlocked, and then I could run it with you, and then you'll have one of those at least knocked out tonight, and that'll be perfect for the both of us. The future of running mini expert roulettes together, and also, you know, you get a nice clear in tonight, and you get a great core story poured into everything, if it is Hell's Lid. What the? Oh, Weaver. Okay. I was wondering what that could have been. I was like, I've never seen White Mage spelt like that before, but Weaver, I feel ya. Congrats, Mira. How's that going for you? Part 2 of it, maybe. Oh, you've got a, wait, you already did Hell's Lid. What else could be left that you haven't done? Let's look at the duty finder. Let's check it out. Swallow's Compass maybe could be the other one. If you haven't done Hell's Lid, it's probably Swallow's Compass. Or, well, it could be really any of these. Alamigo, Kugane Castle, and Temple of the Fist, which I'm sure you've got all those. Then Scala and Hell's Lid, which again, I'm sure you've got both of those. You just said you had Hell's Lid, so Fractal and Swallow's Compass. Honestly, I would think that you wouldn't need, honestly, too much to get in there. I think you only need like 3 or 4 to hit the roulette. The bottom, Swallow's Compass. Okay. That's not a bad one either. Honestly, if you actually wanted to get into that one, it's kind of the same deal. Just, you know, get into everything to kind of get Swallow's Compass started for you, and after I run this tonight, we can get it done really quick. It's actually pretty fun. Number 13 on the duty finder. So, Mira, Weaver level 13, how do you like it so far? Is it fun? I haven't even attempted. I know how it is with the Culinarian. It's a little bit more grindy than fishing, to be honest with you. It's alright though, you know, just bluntly put. It's slow, but, you know, it's alright doing the Culinarian stuff. The thing I do actually like about it, in reality, I love to cook. It's a really big passion of mine, and so I actually like that aspect of it all, you know, thinking of those cool dishes and the character creating them along the way. But when you've made, like, let's go back a few levels, like way back to the very beginning, when you've made a shit ton of orange juice for a little while, you know, it's just kind of like that point where you're just like, wow, this is like work. Which, it really isn't that bad, though. Some of the stuff that you start to be able to create is kind of really cool to be able to get some of those ingredients, too. Kind of reminds you in real life what it's like to cook, in a sense. You don't really get the satisfaction of, like, eating it after, you know? So there's that. Pretty grindy, but you listen to music while you're doing it? Wise decision. We're currently listening to Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy XIV music while we're doing this. Plus, I have the benefit that's actually added with a lot of it with doing some of these gathering classes is, you know, I'm always streaming it. Anytime I play this game, very seldom do I play not streaming. If I do, it's just literally doing simple things like how I did with the Free Company logo and stuff like that. But very often do I just get on here not streaming, so it's definitely nice to have the stream behind it all. A lot of people to talk to while fishing. Almost gives you that, again, more realistic feeling. You know, you don't go fishing alone. You bring the bros and the buds. Or for the ladies going fishing, you bring the ladies, of course. Or maybe sometimes, anyway. Beaver was your main moneymaker back when you was NOS. High in demand. Chimerical felt. Leaves for fast. Okay, that's a nice little tip there, Mill. Do some leaves to level up the crafting a little bit faster. Number 4 on the duty finder. Hey, thank you so much, Maki, for subscribing. It's really awesome. Really, Maki, that's really cool. These make gathering crafting way easier. I feel you, Drew. You know, when I actually do my Final Fantasy IX stream, I'm probably gonna save before this giant hunt that goes down during this theme. And I'm not gonna lie, there's not many times where I just stop the game and really spam a part to win. If I don't win my first time around, which I'm sure I will, but if I don't, oh, I will be spamming this part. The reason I say it like that is because, of course, anybody that's been really focusing on the Kingdom Hearts stream, the Riku stuff at the beginning I didn't spam to really get a clear on. I've done it so many times, just doesn't seem necessary now. Really trying to get a good pickup and like core experience to like revisit all those worlds again. That way when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, I don't have any random gaps of wondering, what the heck? Or did this happen? Or who is this guy? I'll remember everything, and or at least hopefully. What do you know? Swallow's compass. Speak of the devil. But yeah, that part in not Kingdom Hearts, I was just kind of like talking about that, kind of got me off task there, but that part in Final Fantasy IX, yes, will be spammed. That's a game I'm a little bit more technical about than most. Will I spam VV jumping rope though? No, that's not going to happen. We will not jump the rope to try to get the achievement. It's a bit much. And I may actually do it for fun, shits and gigs one day with the bros, or my brother, because it's his favorite Final Fantasy, and you know, we've really got some nostalgic moments in that one. But on stream, oh no. I will not be on here for hours jumping rope in the middle of the street with a couple of video game kids. That's intense. Now, not talking against it, because again, like I said, I'll definitely still do it offline, off stream with my brother. Maybe anyway, I'll probably have to do it by myself. Honestly, it's really hard to hang out with my brother these days, as we're both adults now. But still yet, it'll get done. But not on stream. I'll keep that in mind, Mira, and thank you so much for keeping me in mind as well. I'm definitely gonna keep that in mind. Maybe it'd help us both out. Level like a rocket. Nice. Nice. The Bourne movies, like The Bourne Identity, Bourne Ultimatum, I'm hit and miss. Like, if I'm with my friends and my family, because they all love them, I can sit and actually tolerate them. Sitting by myself, it's a little slow to get into and actually watch. But, I can't say that I don't dislike them, though. I've seen, all but one. I can't remember. It may have been The Bourne Supremacy, maybe? Or it could have been, that Ultimatum movie. I can't remember. There's one of them that I haven't seen, but I've seen most. And, again, you know, I'm hit and miss, like I said. With friends and family, yeah, I can watch them. Alone, though, it's not something I'm gonna spam, really. But, what makes you ask, Mira? That's a really random-ish kind of question. Really curious where that came from. Judo! What's up? Definitely glad that you could make it. How are you this evening? How was your Monday? The start of a week is always important, and I always hope that it goes well. It's a very important thing that it does. I mean, after all, it's the start of your week. Fabulous, nice. On vacation? I wish I was. Literally all my family is also on vacation right now. I actually had the chance to visit them earlier today. I drove down there. That's why I'm on so late now, actually. I only started like an hour ago. Almost anyway. And definitely wish I could be on a vacation. Work actually prevents that very fathomably, but Judo, definitely glad to hear it, and I hope that you can enjoy it. Hopefully you're somewhere really sunny, really nice, and hopefully you're not dealing with all of this storm that we've had been going on in the areas that are local to myself. Loads of storms, literally constant rain and thunderstorms the last like 3 days, which have been terrible, but manageable though. I'm obviously still alive. And hopefully you're not dealing with any of that, definitely being on vacation. Hopefully, like all of it's going awesome. The first 3 movies? Nice, Mira. This is kind of the best ones, to be honest with you. I mean, it's like right there before, you know, they kind of started like, you know, going a little bit overboard with the story. Like, I'm not saying that the story's bad. I'm not saying that whatsoever. It's just like, it's almost like, let's say, Mission Impossible, you know, or James Bond. After a certain point, you're not complaining, but you're really starting to wonder, like, how far is this gonna go on? Which one thing I can say about the Bourne series is, like, it's been a very straightforward chronological story. It's nothing mixed up and crazy like, let's say, James Bond, where literally we've had, like, what is it, like 8 or 9 people actually play James Bond now? Most people think it's like 3 or 4, but oh no, it's been a lot. We've had loads of James Bond out there. Not to mention knockoff series like Kingsman, which I actually prefer, to be honest with you. There's a few I haven't seen as well. 1 or 2 anyway, I haven't. But I feel you, Mira. I do wish you all fantastic luck with your collection, though, as well. Sounds like you've got a good start. Nice, making awesome progress. You know what I bet will blow all of your minds? Except for maybe a handful of you, because you may be in the same boat as I. I've never seen a single Expendables movie. Mind blown? Possibly. I'm gonna give you a blunt reason that's also gonna blow your mind. I just never thought that I would lock it. It's literally not meaning anything bad against those films. It's just kind of always thought that they would be filled with, like, well, obviously they're already filled with, like, a lot of major actors. Not to mention, I thought the lines would be, like, super corny and hard to watch. But I'm a huge Fast and the Furious fan, so I can't really say too much there either. Kind of the same boat. You haven't seen him either, Mira. Wow. Glad to know I'm not the only one in the world. Neither are you, Rez. Wow. Shit. Looking at the chat, got myself killed. I actually do not gonna get myself killed again. Monkey. Mel, I do not at the moment, but I've got some very awesome peeps within the game willing to share theirs with me. I'm actually trying to save for us a new free company home. So that's kind of like my focus on Gil. I try not to do anything with it other than repairs and travel for myself. Nothing that's actually, like, just absolutely necessary. Other than that, I try not to even mess with it at all. I'll get there, though. Really thought we would have killed him before I got that last struck, or I wouldn't have just stood there through it. But the way I was talking about it, though, Rez and Mir, is really the reason I never actually watched him. Like, I love all of those actors in so many films. Like, a lot of them have really huge roles of my childhood and, you know, brief moments of nostalgia back in the day. But I feel like when you have, like, 15 plus, like, 5-star actors that are action-based characters and heroes and so many other things, you're kind of like, I don't know, I always feel like the scripting and writing is going to be, like, out the window, really, because they spent most of the money on the actors themselves. I could be wrong, though, you know. All those could be great films. Again, like I was saying earlier, I'm not talking against them at all. I've never seen them. But it was just one of those kind of things where I just never kind of, like, got into the series. Which, you know, let's go back to Jason Bourne. I don't really classify as hardcore as those because it does have a good storyline. It makes a lot of sense. There's not like a billion movies of them, and the crew and the cast isn't just overly paid for. But I do have a few gaps in that one, though. As far as the story goes. That's, yes, the case of it, Mil. Mira and Rez have both opened their houses up for tumbles here to kind of crash at and start the stream and or end the stream at here and there. Which has been very nice, really awesome of both of them. To open up their doors to such a humble Lullafell. and we're almost at the end of all of this. You like sci-fi fantasy stuff? I'm kind of the same way, Riz, but there's actually a few other things that I can watch along the way that aren't so sci-fi fantasy based. But I do also love that genre a lot, Riz. It's kind of usually my go-to. Sometimes horror's in there. I do occasionally like your straight-up action movie, but it has to be certain things, you know? Like a core example would be maybe, let's see, what would be a very well-known action movie that I watched that's pretty globally watched as well? Like war movies like Saving Private Ryan, that's a great example. Super action-based, very gruesome, gory, and good story. I don't, maybe you can't really classify that one because, like, that is, like, next level. I don't know, like I was saying earlier, I compared to like Fast and the Furious at this point. Those movies have not been about street racing since like the beginning. At least since the third movie when they did Tokyo Drift. After that, it's just been not street racing. It's a partial effect. So I kind of classify that in there. I do love me a good Fast and the Furious movie, actually. Guilty speaking, love them all. There's not a one I don't like. I'm really into it all. Die Hard, actually, Bruce Willis, I'm hit and miss. Can I watch the Die Hard series? Probably. I've seen most of them. Have I seen them all, though? No, I really haven't. I haven't seen them in order, either. I've watched quite a few of them. But I'm a really hit and miss, with Bruce Willis. Do I like him in The Sixth Sense? Love it. Do I like him in The Fifth Element? Really awesome. The Die Hard series, it's good. Can't say anything bad about it. Don't like him as much in that sense, though. Red is fun? What do you mean, Red, Mel? Red is fun. Like Red Mage? %. The film Red. I don't think I've ever actually seen it. Oh, it's a Bruce Willis film, right? I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever seen it, though. What the fuck? Okay. Oof. They moved last second, but it was the last second too late, thankfully. I was about to just get pissed. Like, seriously, what the fuck? But nah, we're all good. Black Mage, well, it was almost all yours, Black Mage. Or Tank, whoever would have stuck around. They all dipped very quickly. Cloud Atlas, holy shit, Rez, you are barking up my tree already. That is a fantastic movie. Yes, it is super cast-based, but that is, my friend, not an action-based flick. That is 6 stories told all at the same time in the perfect form of a symphony that cannot be explained in any other way whatsoever, ever. No, huge Cloud Atlas fan. Anything with Tom Hanks, you've automatically got Tomball's vote here. Love Tom Hanks. Julian, Helko Kong? Sun Go Kong. I have no idea what that means. Maybe. But Julian, glad you could get in that chat, though. Cloud Atlas is a great film, though, Rez. I actually enjoy it as well, though. It's the perfect blend of comedy, romance, music, bound to say horror at certain aspects, gore, just all around. It has everything you would ever want in a movie, literally all portrayed all at once. Somebody that doesn't like a good core story like that may find it hard to follow. I'll completely admit right off the bat. But that movie and the stories, all 6 of them portrayed all at once within everything there. And the ending. So good. Definitely love Cloud Atlas. It's such a perfect movie. Yes, it is, Riz. Super fun. I totally agree. And I love that as well, how everybody plays multiple roles. Like Halle Berry when she's the underground Asian old man doctor. I swear, she should have won an award for that. Like, that is intense. I didn't even know that was Halle Berry till I watched the credits. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Cloud Atlas. Worth it. The stories, yes. The intertwining. Totally agree. It just literally has anything and everything you would ever want in a story. Like, everything. It even has a lot of comedy, like with the very vaguely spoken elderly people in the nursing home. I know you know what I'm talking about. Love that like little story. It's the best light-hearted story to kind of brush up all that crazy action, rustic themes, and all these futuristic themes and action going on in the background. Seeing the nursing home scenes is just, gosh, you can't really help but laugh. It's very nice, really awesome. Had to read the credits. Yeah, I agree. I had to do it with a couple of them myself. I got blown away at a lot of those. Halle Berry blew me away the most, though. I love Tom Hanks. He did some great acting. Halle Berry stole that movie, though. Literally, some great parts. Some things that you really wouldn't expect to even see her play. But now moving on with the stream here. I'm gonna move back over onto Byakko here. Does anybody actually want to try to join in on this? I'm gonna look on the duty finder first, which not looking good already. Maybe do a refresh or two. Kind of see how it's gonna go. See who's running Byakko tonight. Obviously not looking good. Some people looking for a tank. Chocolate Daddy. So if you're a tank, hit them up. But if you're just one of those players really looking to get into play it, I'm gonna make a party finder now. Do preferably wish that you had at least item level 350 though, and that you have actually completed the duty itself. That's pretty much all I require. No dupes. Almost forgot. Perfect. Nice. Already got us a good character in there, Red Mage. And don't exactly have the keyboard handy. I kinda do, but it's just not really hooked up at the moment. Yes, yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Riz. I loved it all. That was a great scene in the movie. Very great. Definitely keep those light-hearted feelings going. I've been steady on here for getting close to a little bit of an hour and a half. I'm going to take a very quick restroom break. Very quick, mind you, and I'll be right back. Shit, I hope so too, Mira. That'd be awesome. Looking for one more DPS and a tank. You know, Rez, speaking of that movie, just brushing on one other last thing, you know, speaking of all the characters playing all the multiple different roles throughout the movie, playing different parts of different stories throughout the movie as well, one of the things I did like about everybody doing that thing, each time every one of those characters did something using, let's say Tom Hanks, for example, you had a character you would love that he would play, then the next character he would play you might desperately hate, then the next one you might think he was a little sneaky, and then the next one over, you'll be like, oh man, this is a good one again, and then you start to hate him again. Like, not everybody was on that again, and Tom Hanks was one of my favorite actors in the whole thing. Very, very much love almost everything he's in, to be honest with you. But definitely seeing some of those roles was really awesome to see. And then, you know, again, just hating some of them and still liking the movie in general, just being amazed by how many characters and emotional points and so many, like, actual personas these people can actually play so fluently. I mean, it's just a really good example of great acting. But, brushing what you said, Mira, I definitely do actually hope we get this dog soon. Not only do I really want that dog, but how do I put this? Ready to put Byakko on hold for a little bit, kind of like how things with Lakshmi have been. You know, once we hit that point with Lakshmi, it was like, well, you know, let's chill up for a little bit, do some other things, get some more clears going on. Kinda feel that way with Byakko. I enjoy it still, have a lot of fun, definitely like getting in there, love getting those clears, grinding it out's not too bad, really awesome, especially knowing it as well as I do at this moment now. Does have its moments though, where I'm ready to kinda, you know, start working on Tsukiyomi now. Yes, Tsukiyomi is literally the next one that will be grinded out for a very long time. You know, I've got those 3 totems, but I feel like that's just nothing with every other promo I've really got to spam out there. And, I think I've already decided that I'm gonna do Shinryu last of all. Just literally grind that one out. Very last. It's mainly because it's phases. I actually revisited the fight not too long ago. And it just raises on forever, one thing after another. Like, you have to have a clear schedule for that fight. It was off stream, yes, and literally during the middle of that fight, I had to leave because I had other things I had to go do, actually. Not to mention the queue was terrible. But still, yeah, definitely we'll start getting more into it actively, but definitely going to be most likely 99% at the end of this patch. Definitely agree, Rez. Definitely agree. Suzaku. Oh, you're talking about is like the new Promal maybe coming up? It could be. A cool thing about a lot of these 4 lords, if you actually look up Yu Yu Hakusho, all of the Saint Beast are so far all of the 4 lords within Final Fantasy XIV here. Obviously we've had Jinbu and Byakko, you also saying Suzaku, but there's also Seiryu, you know, second in command. So, I mean, it could be a thing, you know. I like that they're going with that little storyline there with the 4 lords. I wish Jinbu would have been a little bit more of actively something, but still, you know, I feel ya. Well, halfway to 49. You saw a different anime with the 4 lords in it. That's pretty cool, Mira. Do you remember what it was, maybe? I thought it was cool seeing in Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm guessing that they're very heavily Japanese lore influenced, as some sort of like guardian Saint Beast or a, you know, Lord, if Final Fantasy XIV is actually portraying it correctly. But you know, it's actually cool seeing them in a lot of random places like that. Come on, fish. Get out of here, bait snatchers. Nice, we got a tank, one more tank, and we should be money. Literally. Gonna head to Doma really quick and get all, well, sell most of this shit. Fishing Yugi, the mysterious play. That sounds like an intense anime. What's that whole thing about, Mira? Is it like action based? It sounds really different. And that's full party right there. Take it. It's five. It's all yours. Five. Close your eyes if it hurts you that much. Basilisk, cloud jellyfish. Felt like there was a few more. Ah, skyfish, cloud cutter. Oh no. On behalf of the Shizenkai Tonberry, I thank you for your support. Damn it, Jade. I am pleased to inform you that we have made great strides in our efforts to rebuild the enclave. Well, that's awesome. I'm not going to sit through a lot of this, unfortunately. I want to. I'm going to skip through a lot of it, probably. I like seeing the gain. That's the whole point. But I've got to get this party going. I don't want to lose members. Really want to run Byakko. Really see this place is actually coming together, though. Everybody working together. Really glad that I could actually donate enough into this. Owing to your contributions, the 10,000 stalls have been put into further development with your, as you continue to contribute to the Shizenkai and the reconstruction effort. In what other ways we might the domain enclave grow and change? Cool to see. Nice. Those weekly efforts were done, thankfully. On behalf of the... Wait. I thank you for your support. You're welcome. As you may recall, several Buduga tribesmen offered to provide introductions to Xalia traders in reunion. Subsequent negotiations went well, and we have at last begun to receive shipments of foodstuffs and other goods from the steppe. Mitsuba can tell you more, and I expect she would like very much to do so. Thank goodness there's a brief interval. boss, and here we go. Making sure I'm not linked up with all kinds of other shit. Kinda, but it's more like a combo of action and romance, similar to Inuyasha, but replace the well with a scroll. That's very in-depth, Mira. Sounds cool though. I'm a very huge Inuyasha fan, so an updated Inuyasha sounds like it could be very cool. Again, you know, I'm a huge Inuyasha fan. I'm such a sucker for the early 90s, late 80s anime, like Dragon Ball Z, Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho. Literally all of those. There was another one that I was really big on back in the day. Ronin Warriors was another one. Very few of you will know of that one. Oh no. Motherfuck, they don't want to stack. I hate this shit. Fuck it.
There is no turning back!
Don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with no stack. I just get skeptical because a lot of people are okay with no stack. I've been in quite a few groups where they say they're okay with it and then we just die. And that sucks because that's literally loads of time wasted. But we'll see, I guess.
You're mine.
That's one of the things that kills me about a lot of these spots like this, how they're literally broken, whether Square Enix would like to literally admit it or not. Same way with the tank phase and Phantom Train. They add all of these crazy, difficult, intricate little scenes in the fight that make it seemingly act very intricate, like you need to do certain phases of the fight, and then later on down the road you get strong enough, literally you skip half the phases. Like, why add them if you can just skip them, like, later on down the road? Don't get me wrong, difficulty at the beginning's nice for some people who really just want to play it all. But in the end, if we're just skipping it all, like I'll lose like direction of the point that they're going in.
Twice cast my foes.
I already see major mistakes going down though with this party screaming no stack phase, so this is kind of funny in a way. I mean, it's really not, because I don't want to do this over after we die. That's just gonna really annoy me. But it's the sheer fact that I just don't get why people want to even try. Like, I get it. You ran with an elite group that could do this stuff. Average party finder groups, not that great on doing this stuff with. Not talking against anybody whatsoever, just on an average standpoint of people running this content. Not many people go outside the box trying to do the more difficult things. Like, they will do the stacks. And then when they hear the more difficulty things, they want to instantly do it because they hear it's more difficult and they think they're going to be good at it. Which sometimes, well, let's face it, they're not that great at it. Like, I'm pretty sure he just got an orb. But I'll drop it. We're doing decent though, so far. At least we got past this phase. We're doing enough DPS that gets us past the little death phase of that little go-around. Hopefully everybody does everything well here. And honestly, you know, if we do, I'm willing to go again. Despite everything I just said, but still yet, always going to be skeptical. Sounds good, Judo.
My wrath is a ceaseless torrent.
We'll see after this fight, really. I would definitely prefer you over Minnie. And thank you so much for also being so instantly willing. That's really awesome. I'll be on for about another hour or so, really. I'm just like super tired is the only reason I'm kind of limiting myself a little tonight. Spent a lot of time with family and everybody's on vacation, so me and Choco, like I would show you Choco right now, but I honestly don't even want to wake her. She's been so hyper today, and she's been I just got myself killed trying to look at Choco. She literally has been out of it the last few hours though. Since we've got home, she's just been asleep. I wish I wouldn't have did that to myself though, unfortunately. Thank you, Curtis. My bad. But yeah, it's been a hell of a day. Yeah, you may have to double RIP that one, Rez, or Judo. No, never mind. It was luckily invulnerable to that attack. Thought it might have got the raise on a little too early. But no, we're all good.
Lightning shield.
Oh yeah, no rate. I hate this no stack shit. Like, ugh, it just kills me. Like, I feel like we should be stacking right now. And the fact that we're not just, I feel like we're gonna die.
You're mine.
It just has me feeling so skeptical. It doesn't make me feel any better that a DPS is telling the tank how to tank.
Tempest surge.
No monkey. Get off me with your orb, bro. I don't want to be orbified.
Twofold is my wrath. Twice cast my foes.
34%. Moment of truth. Come on, tank. Get it going. I'm pretty sure we just... Okay. Maybe not.
No more games!
We're good. Awesome. 26%.
Surge! Lightning Sear!
Fuck.
Still yourself! You're mine! You are stronger than I dared hope!
5%. %. Sweet. Tim, what's up? Glad you could make it. I'm doing very well myself. Hopefully you're doing just as well, if not better, Tim. Glad you could make it. Actually gonna greet this. I could use that for the red mage. Well, nobody quit the team. That's a good sign. Nice. Not gonna do it just yet, but that's our next little stop here. Okay, this character's gonna relog real quick. While that's going down, I'm gonna take a very quick restroom break. Scarfing down dinner, huh? That sounds fun. Yeah, at least I could actually use a tank now, which would be cool. And a healer. I'll wait on you, Judo. Ah, good Mira. I actually don't have the party finder up at the moment anyway, but still, yeah, good I'll go ahead and switch that now. The tank's also set to Dark Knot. I don't know why the game does that. I feel like that's such a broken algorithm. They should have fixed a very long time ago, but they just never did. I'm gonna have to change that still again. No, maybe not. It's all good, Judo. I'll go ahead and throw up the party finder now. I'm sure you can get in there very soon. But it's all good. It's like, if you want to go healer instead, it's all good, you know. Honestly, if you're in the party, I may not look down as much on the chat. Can't make any promises. That's my biggest weakness sometimes when it comes to dying on this game, is like, I'm not gonna lie, looking at a lot of chat. But whatever you want to do, Judo. It's all your preference. Oh shit. Well, I don't think that was you as warrior, was it? Maybe it was? If, honestly, healer slot all we has left, please let me know now, and I will throw us off really quick so you can join in. And then another scholar joins. And what the fuck is going on? Three healers? Okay, I'm literally gonna instantly take us off of, better yet, oh, this has gone to hell already. Okay, back up again, Judo. Please, if you can join in, it'd be cool. But if you can't, I mean, I'm not hating it. But if you could join in as DPS, we need 2 DPS slots. That'd still be cool. I mean, healing and tank is cool, but I mean, literally, you know, joining as DPS, it's like literally half the work you could have had to have really worry about. And you're still in the party, which is very, very much appreciated. Hopefully you can join in soon though. Like, they're kind of joining in pretty quick tonight. God damn it, this shit again. It's actually a good thing. Maybe the set is ninja only kind of saved us there for you. I've got to do something about this extra tank thing as well. Fucking 3 tanks. Like, god damn it. Is nobody looking at this except for, like, is there a handful of, like, logical people looking at? My real name is Velscalas Bartinez for Canto la Sarreparo Dosique. Very hard to explain. I'm kidding. My name is Michael. It's a very common name. It's not what I just said. I made that up right off the bat. I don't know why anybody's even, like... We're good. Awesome. I assume most people actually have a cousin named Michael. I'm not gonna fully deny that. I have the most, like, the second most common name in the world. Honestly, I could have probably looked at the camera and say, guess my name, and I guarantee you would have. I am a AEL though, M-I-C-H-A-E-L, but I feel you though, Mira. Still, very, very common name. Sorry, Tim. My bad. But nah, I always make jokes about my name, really, just because of the fact I love the stack. Thank you, whoever did this.
There is no turning back!
I feel like we're not about to stack, and it's gonna fuck us all up right now. This whole not necessary to stack, don't get me wrong, I feel ya. Shortcuts, whatevs. I occasionally looked on my neighbor's test results in high school. But,
Steel yourself!
you know, just getting real with it here, it makes the fight a lot easier. Holy fuck. We're not stacking again.
You're mine.
I got you random tank that wanted to fucking get in on the stack for some goddamn reason. Maybe not. Somebody else has got you. Oh, it's all good, Riz. Brothers all the way. I got a really common last name too, I'm not gonna lie. It literally is the most common last name. I give anybody that doesn't know it a good 2 guess limit, and I guarantee you're gonna guess my last name. You probably will get it the first try. No doubt. I do not, like, I fully expect it, you will get it first try. I have the most common last name in the world, no doubt, hands down. Oh, Mira, right on the money. Like, anybody could guess my name. That's the funny part about it all. There's no mystery behind me. Old Tonberry the Cycle is your average run-of-the-mill Michael Smith. There's a million of me out there, probably one in your hometown, I fully guarantee it. There's actually a Facebook page dedicated to Michael Smiths, believe it or not. I've been a part of it for over a year now. It's really weird. We occasionally get on there and just talk about how we're all Michael Smiths.
Creation trembles before my might. Behold!
A good last name. Thank you, Riz. The first name people will never guess. Honestly, if you put it that way, I probably could not guess, to be honest with you, Riz. The reason I know my name so well, and its statistics, if I have to put it that way, is just because really the fact that it's shit I've dealt with my whole life. Banking is a mess. Going to school was always a nightmare. Literally went to school with like 3 other Michael Smiths. Was not fun. Always messed our shit up. Fletcher? I mean, that's pretty cool, Mira. I mean, I don't really think I know anybody with that last name. To be so common, to believe me, it's not that great. Like I said, banking and going to school as a child was a nightmare. The biggest thing, like, let's say, like, going through the lunch line at school. Say your name, Michael Smith. Haven't you already been through the line? No. I mean, I'm like 4th period. No, we have a record of a Michael Smith right here. Put your tray down. We'll give this to another kid. Go sit down. But this is my school lunch. Michael, what did we just say? You're not trying to cheat the system. Go sit down. But I didn't even eat. Yeah, you're logged in. Right here. Michael Smith signed in. Ate lunch. Fucked on. My literally freshman year of high school in a nutshell.
Twofold is my wrath, twice cast my foes!
Sometimes I love being a lvl. I need to play Nier, Julian. I definitely do. I've never actually got the chance to play any of the Nier games. Really wanted to play Nier Automata very badly. It's just had such great reviews, and it's a Square Enix title, so I know it's a great story RPG based game. Really thought about jumping into it, just again really have not had the opportunity, but I've definitely heard great things about it, no doubt. Ah! I died. Did not look up. I know your last name, Judo, but I won't say it. I'll let the world guess. But I do know your last name, which is cool to know. But again, I think it's cool to let a few guess.
Tempest Sword! Lightning Shift! Steel yourself! You're mine!
Monkey.
You are stronger than I dared hope!
7%. This should do it. Sweet. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it vague for Kayla's. Or wait, fuck. My bad. Judo's terms. Somebody's terms. Somebody was a little close though. If not very solid warm. Try playing Nier. I definitely would like to play it sometime or another, Julian. I've definitely heard great things about Nier. I got one more run in me before everybody's out. What, the monkey? Good deal. I guess we gotta look for another person here. healer. I doubt it'll take too long, or I would do this quest for this person. But I feel like as soon as I jump in on it, it's probably gonna pop. Gosh, Judo. I see all these names and I really want to say it, but I'm not going to. Maybe, scroll back a few. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, scroll back a few. DPS, not tank? Oh, I thought I had us as a healer that we needed. Oh, monkey, fuck. I hate the party finder in Final Fantasy XIV. It is the brokest fucking party finder in any fucking MMO I've ever played, ever. Not exaggerating. Not one bit. Like, it's the laziest party finder ever. Nothing ever gets reset on its own. Literally, like I just did, tried to recruit another healer when somebody else was already DPS based just because the algorithm, like, fucked itself over itself. Ugh, I hate it so much. Hey, we can get another hint on there. It starts with hey!
Children of man and quality.
As for the kids show, a big hey! Move it, football head. It's already been said once, actually.
There is no turning back! Steel yourself!
The worst part is, I don't know if I'm supposed to jump in that shit or not. Ah! 3 of us did it anyway. Fuck shit up. I got that healer.
Twofold is my wrath, twice cast my foes!
'74 with Byakko. Mira with those skills! I'm not gonna say it fully though.
All creation trembles before my might! Behold, fury given forth! My wrath is a ceaseless torrent!
Ah, Judo getting that tank love going on.
No more games!
So here's a random thread that we could get on. Super random for everybody that's around. What do you call your grandparents? I'm from the South. Most notably from the southwestern region of Georgia in America, North America, if you will. I'll call my grandparents Nini and Papaw. Yes, I was raised under heavily Southern influence. Super heavily Southern influence. So Nini and Papaw may sound crazy to you in Redneck. Very normal here. What do you call your grandparents? Also had my Nana and my grandfather, who were literally California-based, but still yet locally based for myself was always Nini and Papaw. What do you call your grandparents? Also had my Malaw and a few others along the way.
You're mine.
That was like the biggest hint that I could think of, to be honest with you, Mira. I wanted to kind of like give it away a little bit, but didn't want to like so unvaguely. So I was hoping like the hey on the 90s cartoon, or maybe even the move it football head would really give it away. But also vaguely wanted to leave it open there so like Juno could still keep it a mystery. Not a good trade-off. Run! Also live. That's also very important. %. %.
No more games.
%. Forgot about Hey Arnold. I guess it was just like such a big part of my childhood. It's kind of hard to forget about. It's kind of like Doug Funny. Like honestly, if anybody had a hint that said Quailman, I would have lost my shit. Or Skeeter.
You're mine.
But that's, you know, that's kind of like 90s cartoons for you though. Like you really stick with them for the lifetime, all around the log run. Like I'm sure literally every single one of us within the chat literally grew up watching fucking Rugrats at least at one point in their life. Or even all grown up after. Like maybe Rugrats was a big part of your life, and then all grown up kind of like definitely played its part when you were getting older as well. %. Oh, Mira, you got in on all that? Yeah, I was the same. Rugrats and all grown up. That was my shit. I mean, I was a 90s baby, so that was like all up in my era. It was a really good show, but watched mostly Disney Kids WB as a kid. I feel ya. I was a big like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon kid myself, but definitely did get a lot of that other stuff as well. Especially the off Disney shows. They had a lot of good ones there. Like even now, I'm not gonna lie, Gravity Falls is a big one I'm guilty of watching as an adult here. I'll still dabble in it here and there. Gravity Falls really hits those good humor points. I was also born in the early 90s, Mira. I was born in 93, so it's like right there at the beginning, or well, the ass end of the early 90s almost. But I'm actually, unfortunately, this party. I'm just getting very tired. I've been up for a very long time tonight. Oh, Judo, you actually did very well. Thank you so much. It looks like most of these people are actually going to pop out as well. But, Judo, you definitely did well. Everybody else seems to agree as well. Might as well disband. Sounds good. Everybody's just kind of sifting out along the way here. But I definitely had fun. No doubt. Hopefully, things can go well in the future with all that. And thank you, Jude. I really do hope I actually have a wonderful rest as well. Honestly, the last 4 days, terrible storms have been coming through my area, knocking trees down. Luckily, that's not an issue where I live. Literally, not a single tree around that could ever fall in this place is ever possible to ever happen. But the fact of the matter is, everywhere else around my surrounding area does get affected by these thunderstorms coming in very heavily very soon. Choco has been freaked the fuck out by all of them and has literally been sleeping in bed with me every single night because of it. Literally, like, on my underside here, like next to the pit, shoulder, will not leave my side while these storms are going on. It's been very bad lately, so hopefully we don't have to deal with too much of that tonight. Storms are already going on. Luckily, they did not affect the stream or any of the internet speeds tonight, luckily, but I am definitely going to jump out of here tonight and do hopefully catch the best of things in the long run here, and do hope for the best for me, if you will. But everyone, I am glad that everybody could jump in tonight, and everybody that actually got into the live chat and still got in on a little bit of the stuff and got a little interactive tonight. Judo, thank you so much for being a tank tonight and everything. That was extremely awesome. Sorry I'm not on tonight as much as I would really like to be. I'm getting very tired. I've been up for a very long time. Spent a lot of time with family, and again, like I said earlier, Choco is knocked out, and I will be joining her very soon. We've had a very long day, spending time with family, loads of attention, and loads of activities going down. We're both very tired, but I thank you all so much, and do definitely hope you can catch me next time, which will be tomorrow. We'll be jumping back on Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. Again, sorry that I couldn't today. I literally just got home so late. It was just like an unquestionable thing to even try. But everybody, I do thank you so much for joining in tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting on the live chat if you could. Everybody over on YouTube and Twitch, thank you so much for your cooperation and views. But for now, I'm out of here, everybody. Good night to you as well, Mira, though. And Rez, good night to you as well. And you stay safe as well, definitely. But I'll try with all these upcoming storms, no doubt. But thank you so much. Literally, I feel you, Mira. Yeah, the storms here in Georgia have been terrible. But definitely feel you. Ragna, glad you could pop in. Hate that it's right here at the end, but still definitely love to see your presence there, Ragna. Hopefully you can catch me tomorrow, maybe. It'd be really cool. And Judo, thank you again so much for being tanked tonight. It was really cool. Jasper, glad you could pop in tonight. Definitely have loved having you around. Julian, it was really cool having you tonight. A really great night all around. Tim, always a pleasure. And Mel and Dro, definitely glad I could have you both around tonight. Definitely. But everybody, I'm out of here. If I have missed you, I'm so sorry. But definitely hope I can catch you next time. Would love to. Do hope you have a great night. No doubt. But everybody, I'm out of here. Florida is no. I feel you, Judo. I feel you. Like probably a lot of those storms are maybe even a lot worse down in Florida at the moment. Always a pleasure. Definitely feel the same way, Tim. Always a pleasure seeing you around as well. As for a lot of you, so many of you are so great. And again, like I was saying earlier, it's definitely a pleasure. It's the reason I jump in here every night, just to see so many of you again. It's always so much fun and very pleasurable as well. But everybody, I do hope you have a great night. I'm out of here, no doubt. I will be back on tomorrow night doing Kingdom Hearts for sure. Sorry it couldn't happen today. Again, going to be doing Tarzan's World and definitely a lot more, seeing what happens next. But definitely going to be jumping in on Final Fantasy XIV as well. Going to be doing a lot more clears and trying to get a lot farther with everything. Even this quest that we're working on now, we'll be moving forward with it. But until then, everybody, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you can catch me tomorrow. I do hope you have a great night. But if you can't catch me tomorrow, until next time, everybody, take it easy. Have fun. And I'm glad that you love me. Judo, good night to you as well, Drew. And I will definitely try to go to bed soon. I do definitely feel like a zombie. But everybody, I'm out of here. Take it easy. Have fun. Till next time, I thank you all so much on YouTube, Twitch, and Patreon from the Wall of Immortalization. A few of you have gotten on, and I'm so graciously proud of it all. You're all so awesome. Judo, Zombie. Could never thank you enough. Everybody else, you're all so grand. Thank you so much for either being past, present, or future. But I'm out of here, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for donating. Thank you so much for being a part of everything on the streams. Till next time, everybody. Hopefully it's tomorrow, but if it can't be, I definitely understand. Till then, I'm out of here, everybody. Good night. Take it easy and have fun. Zombie nerd.